Ray, what was your number one objective today at Big 12 Pro Day?
Just come out here and rap and just think about my family and why I'm here and how I got here. So, yeah.
An amazing perspective. Let's dive into some more of that. What is your why and what goes into you pursuing this NFL dream and training so hard to get ready for something like this?
Yeah, I think for me, it's coming from like a family that don't have anything, like barely have food and like financially like poor and my mom and my dad were always struggling with that, and then my dad was like, has addiction with drugs, and so I always trying to be there for my mom and be like her right hand as like my older brother, trying to be like my older brother and like do things different or like try to get somewhere where I can help my family, be able to like, take care of my family and provide for them.
Wow. I mean, just incredible and inspirational on your part. How has BYU helped you navigate what has been a challenging football course, given all the difficulties that you and your family have gone through?
Yeah, BYU has been a blessing for me coming out of the mission and my background where I came from, and I think it's just the relationship with the coaches and the players and like all the help from like the third floor with like school, because like us from the island, like we're like school is like pretty difficult for us like as we come off the island, and just having that trust with them, like to help us that they're gonna be there and they're gonna show up like whenever you need it. So it's a blessing for me.
Ray, what would you bring to an NFL team that took a chance on you?
I just work hard and just do whatever I can to be the guy that they need to be there.
What have the emotions of today been like when there is so much buildup and you have one opportunity for this really, really intense job interview of sorts?
I think it's just like scared and like nervous to be out here. Like don't know all the players out here. A few of the guys from the school, but just being out here, like being nervous. But at the end of the day, you just gotta know why you're here and like why you want to be here. Why you want to get a job. So, yep.
How do you feel like you performed overall if you had to give yourself a grade in your pro day performance?
Uh, I think I could have done better, but I think I did good. So I still feel like it's stuff to work on, so.
Which event do you feel like you showed up best in today?
I'll say the bench, but honestly, we didn't get enough warm up, so they just call us in and then we got down the bench and start going. So yeah, we wasn't really ready for that.
How many reps did they give you after your bench performance?
It was 25. Yeah. I was aiming for the dirty, but I guess didn't get there. But still good.
Okay, 25. Yeah, that absolutely. That's quite an effort there. Where do you feel like you are performing your best as a tight end? Like, what do you do best on the field?
I would say blocking, cause like I'm really aggressive like when I'm on the field. So I just like to go head to head with people. Block for the guys that we trust with the ball. So yeah.
And what are you working on to try and get better and get NFL ready?
Route running, because obviously I've been blocking my whole career at BYU, so I need to work on the route running if that's the thing that the coaches are looking at me for. So
Always so humble, and you want to get better.
Yeah.
Specifically with your tight end brethren, with Mason Fakahua and yourself and Keanu, what's that been like to work out with those guys and do this together?
Oh, I love these guys. They're like brothers to me. They're like family. That's why like I love BYU. It's like everybody, like players over there, like our families, and we call each other brother. It's just like to learn from each other. Like if the things I like about Mason and Kibo, that they will tell you, like they'll be honest with you with what you need to work on. But they want them for you to do the same thing for them, but not like lie about stuff. So yeah.
Now that it's over, what's the one thing you want to do?
Rest, get my body right, and see what's next.
Ray, great to talk to you, man. Congratulations, and we appreciate the inspiration that you are.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.